God of War, Ghost of Sparta, Death Gate. So we're heading on over to this area here, and we're going to be fighting some more Tritons over here in this area. So these are all, remember again, these are all grabbable foes. So just grab these guys. This is a really good game, I have to admit. It's nice quality, the graphics are really good, and the combat is very intricate, and they added a lot of nice details and touches and moves and stuff like that. So once we get up top here, we're going to have some more enemies who throw those knife projectiles at us. So I like to come down here and then press the L1 and O button to do a dash at this guy if I can, to try to get him. I think he took a hit at me right there. So when you're grabbing them and flinging them around, you could do damage to other ones that are nearby too, which is pretty cool. So you can parry these if you want to. Again, I'm not the best at parrying projectiles. So a lot of times in this game, you're also going to be sliding down areas, and then at the very end of where you would fall off, you press the X button. So it's always X, so just jam on that X button, and then sometimes you have to press X again to hop up. This is, if you're not familiar with Cyclops, this could be pretty tough. But basically, the whole principle behind the Cyclops is that there's no attack of the Cyclops that can be blocked, because he's a huge monster, and anything that he hits you with is going to hit you pretty damn hard. He's pretty quick too, and the square triangle move, that doesn't stun him too much. You see, I did it right there; it didn't stun him. Sometimes in past God of War games, that particular move stuns enemies to the point where they can't even move. But did that powerhouse move right there, and it's just this guy here. This guy, he'll have a circle prompt over his head, and I think, and a lot of enemies on this game too, those circle prompts, they fade very quickly. And the biggest issue where that happens on an enemy is the Wraith. Which is, in my opinion, the hardest enemy in this game, and you have to really get to that enemy quickly before that circle fades. And if you're on the other side of the screen, normally the circle will fade, and you'll lose progress. So I got hit right there. So just do light, cancelable attacks on this guy, and then when you know you can pull it off, try to do that. Try to mash the square button and then do the triangle button to do that triangle move that you can mimic, even though we don't have the blades up to level 3 quite yet. So I think we have a little staring contest between us and the Scylla right here. He seems to know where Kratos is located, and then the gates are I thought the gates were gonna lower right here, but we have a few more Triton enemies. These Triton enemies, they're in this game way too much. It would have been nice to see a little bit less of these enemies, and a little something different from time to time. It just gets old because they're so easy, and they can be grabbed. I think there's another iteration of them where they have an attack that you have to parry, you can't block. So we'll have to see about that. Just remember to get all the treasure boxes in this game. It's very important to do that. I don't know if it's crucial to smash all the breakable objects, but you might as well. I'm very anal about smashing every little thing on the maps and stuff like that. That's just me. So I think you have to actually hold the O button right there and then release it. Head on over to the left, and we're going to get those 2 treasure boxes that we saw, but which were out of our ability to get. So then go down the water again, and then we're going to make our way all the way over to the right. And then remember, ascend is triangle, so press triangle to ascend over here. And so this game is set between God of War 1 and 2, in case you wanted to know. I'm not all about the story, and a lot of people probably already know that, but I always come back to this game just for the fun factor, the combat, not necessarily for the story, but it is kind of interesting to see how events were kind of sandwiched in between God of War 1 and 2. So here's another Triton monster over here, Triton assassin, right over here. So basically, if you were curious about what's going on here, Kratos had some visions of his brother, who was kidnapped as a child. There was a prophecy, and one of them, Deimos was taken. There's actually a reference in God of War 3 at the end of the game where Zeus says to Gaia, "Perhaps you should have chosen the other pawn," or something along those lines. And I never knew what that was referring to until I played this game, and then I realized that Zeus was talking about Deimos. So we're on a quest to find Deimos, and that's the goal here. So it's pretty cool. I like the theme of reuniting the family members, brotherly love and stuff like that. It's cool because when you do find Deimos, he hates your guts, and then you become friends after saving his life. Sorry for the spoilers, but I'm sure you're not here for story spoilers. You're here because you need help beating the game, and that's exactly what I'm gonna help you do. So we're coming up on the reason I kept footage beyond that save point, it was because this area here, it leads up right over to the Callisto boss fight, who first appears in the form, he appears in the guise of your mother, so he kind of tricks you, and then we'll fight him. So the next video is going to be the Callisto boss fight. It's pretty tough, since we only have the blades up to level 1 over here. So just walk forward, and then there is a cutscene which I edited out, and then we're going to be fighting Callisto.
Come, brave Spartans, the battle is done. Kratos, bring Deimos inside.